If you're over 50 and taking magnesium glycinate every night, hoping for better sleep, calmer nerves, or fewer muscle cramps, but you still wake up tired or restless, this video is for you. Because what if the problem isn't the supplement, but how you're taking it? Hi, I'm Dr. Mark Turner, and here on Health 365 Day, I help men and women over 55 reclaim their energy, strength, and clarity through simple, science-backed habits. Magnesium glycinate has become one of the most popular supplements in America, and for good reason. It supports over 300 functions in your body, from keeping your heart rhythm steady, to helping your muscles relax, to improving blood pressure, memory, and even mood. But here's what most people don't realize: taking more magnesium isn't the answer. Using it correctly is. In fact, after working with hundreds of patients over 50, I've seen a pattern. People often take high-quality magnesium but get minimal results, not because the supplement doesn't work, but because their daily habits silently block it. So in this video, I'll show you how to unlock magnesium's real power. We'll cover the 3 timing mistakes that weaken absorption, which foods and supplements compete with magnesium, how stress, gut health, and even medications can quietly drain your levels, and finally, a simple daily rhythm that helps magnesium truly support your sleep, heart, and muscles. Let's start with the first major issue, and it surprises almost everyone: timing. Most people take magnesium glycinate at random times, sometimes after dinner, sometimes before bed, or they skip days. But your body's absorption of magnesium follows a natural rhythm tied to your circadian clock, the internal system that tells your body when to rest and when to repair. When you take magnesium inconsistently, you actually confuse that rhythm. According to research from Harvard Medical School, magnesium levels naturally rise at night to prepare the body for rest. If your intake is scattered, your cells never get that steady flow they need to calm your nervous system. So here's the right way. Take magnesium glycinate 1 hour before bed, and do it consistently. Not right after dinner, but on a light stomach. This allows magnesium to activate the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and restore part of your body. It gently lowers blood pressure, relaxes your muscles, and quiets the brain so you drift into deeper sleep. But timing isn't the only mistake. The second big one is what you take it with. Many people swallow magnesium glycinate with a multivitamin or protein shake. Sounds efficient, right? Unfortunately, that's a problem. Certain minerals, like calcium, zinc, and iron, compete for absorption in the small intestine. So, even if you're using a top-grade glycinate form, your gut might only absorb a fraction of it. Here's a simple fix backed by the Cleveland Clinic. Give your supplements space. Leave at least a 2-hour gap between magnesium and other minerals. That's like giving your digestive system an open lane so magnesium can get where it needs to go. Now, let's talk about something most men over 50 overlook: gut health. Magnesium glycinate is known for being gentle on the stomach, but even the best form won't help much if your digestion isn't working efficiently. After age 50, stomach acid levels naturally decline. That means slower digestion and reduced nutrient absorption. If you often experience bloating, reflux, or constipation, magnesium might just be passing through without doing much. According to the National Institutes of Health, NIH, gut microbe, think of it like watering a dry plant. The soil doesn't instantly turn green. It takes days or weeks for the roots to absorb moisture and the leaves to revive. Similarly, your magnesium stores take time to fill up. Once they do, your sleep cycles become smoother, your heart steadier, and your energy calmer. So if you've just started taking magnesium glycinate, give it at least 2 to 3 weeks of consistent use before judging the results. You'll start to feel subtle changes: first, less twitching, fewer nighttime wake-ups, and a sense of calm you can't quite explain. Let's recap this first section. 3 key takeaways so far. Timing matters. Take magnesium glycinate at the same time each evening, about an hour before bed. Spacing matters. Avoid pairing it with calcium, zinc, or iron. Give it a clear lane to absorb. Gut health matters. A sluggish or imbalanced gut can waste even the best supplement. In the next part, we'll dive into 2 more hidden reasons magnesium glycinate fails for many people. One of them is sitting on your plate right now, silently draining your magnesium levels every day. The other has to do with something far more personal: your stress levels and sleep hormones. Both of these can completely cancel out the benefits of magnesium glycinate if you don't manage them right. So stick around, because these next insights could be the missing link between taking magnesium and feeling it work. Now, let's talk about one of the biggest hidden magnesium stealers in your daily life, and it's probably something you eat almost every day without realizing it. I'm talking about processed and ultra-processed foods. Even if you eat relatively healthy, these foods sneak in through sauces, salad dressings, deli meats, and even so-called high-protein snack bars. They're convenient, but they quietly drain your magnesium levels. Here's why. Processed foods are packed with sodium, sugar, and chemical additives that put your kidneys on overdrive. Your kidneys constantly work to balance minerals in your blood. When you eat a salty or processed meal, think canned soups, frozen dinners, or fast food sandwiches, your body flushes out the extra sodium through urine. But here's the problem. Magnesium leaves with it. It's like throwing out the bathwater and losing the baby to the mayo. Cliff confirms that a high sodium diet is one of the fastest ways to cause magnesium deficiency, even if you're taking supplements daily. So if you're eating processed snacks at lunch and a salty dinner at night, half your magnesium glycinate may be wasted before it ever reaches your cells. Now, sodium isn't the only villain. Refined sugar and processed carbs, pastries, sodas, white bread, even those energy granola bars can have the same effect. When you eat too much sugar, your insulin levels spike. That triggers magnesium to move out of your cells and into your urine. You literally pee away the magnesium you just took. That's why so many men tell me, "Dr. Turner, I've been taking magnesium for months, but my leg cramps won't go away." The problem isn't the supplement, it's the diet working against it. So here's what I tell my patients. If you take magnesium glycinate, make sure at least 2 of your daily meals include unprocessed, magnesium-friendly foods. These include leafy greens like spinach and kale beans, and lentils, pumpkin seeds, and almonds, and real dark chocolate. At least 70% cocoa. These foods don't just contain magnesium. They help your body hold on to the magnesium you supplement. The fiber and antioxidants in these foods protect your cells from oxidative stress, the rust that drains minerals from your system. Think of magnesium from food as your foundation. The supplement is just the reinforcement. Now, let's shift gears and talk about another sneaky drain on your magnesium, one that has nothing to do with food. I'm talking about chronic stress. Most people underestimate how much stress affects their body's chemistry. When you're under pressure, financial worries, lack of sleep, even emotional tension, your body releases cortisol and adrenaline. These are your fight or flight hormones. Here's the issue. Magnesium is required to calm those hormones down. It literally helps deactivate stress signals in your nervous system. But when stress is constant, your body keeps using magnesium to fight it. So your levels drop faster than you can replace them. A study from Johns Hopkins University found that adults with higher chronic stress had significantly lower intracellular magnesium levels, meaning even if blood tests looked normal, their cells were running on empty. That's why some people feel magnesium's benefits for a few days. Better sleep, less tension, and then it stops working. The supplement isn't failing. Your stress is burning through it. So what's the fix? We have to support magnesium through lifestyle, not just supplements. Try this. Take 2 short reset breaks each day. 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon. Step outside, breathe deeply, or do light stretching. Even 5 minutes can lower cortisol levels, according to the Cleveland Clinic. Think of it as giving magnesium a chance to stay in your cells instead of being spent fighting stress. Also, manage your hydration. It sounds simple, but both caffeine and alcohol can deplete magnesium because they act as diuretics. They make you urinate more. A morning coffee is fine, and an occasional glass of wine can be okay too. But here's a simple rule. For every cup of coffee or alcoholic drink, follow with 1 full glass of water. That helps your body balance electrolytes and keeps magnesium working properly in your muscles and nerves. Now let's connect the dots. By this point, you know that magnesium glycinate works best when you take it consistently at the right time. You separate it from competing minerals. You support it with gut health and unprocessed foods. You manage stress and hydration. These 4 principles form the foundation of what I call your magnesium support system. But we're not done yet. In fact, the next factor might be the most overlooked of all. your medications and your nighttime routine. Many people over 50 are prescribed medications for blood pressure, acid reflux, or cholesterol. These are important and often life-saving drugs, but they can quietly drain magnesium or block its absorption. So in the next part, we'll uncover which common prescriptions may be interfering with your magnesium glycinate, how to safely time your doses, and what to change in your bedtime routine to help magnesium actually do its job. Because when you align your supplements with your body's rhythm and your lifestyle supports it, you'll finally start to feel what magnesium is supposed to do: calm your mind, relax your muscles, and restore your natural energy. Welcome back to Health 365 Day. This is Dr. Mark Turner. And now we're going to dive into a piece of the magnesium puzzle that most men never hear about: how your medications and bedtime habits might be quietly undoing all your magnesium glycinate benefits. Let's start with medications, because this is a topic that deserves far more attention. If you're over 50, there's a good chance you're taking at least one prescription drug, maybe for blood pressure, cholesterol, acid reflux, or diabetes. And while these medicines are essential for managing chronic conditions, many of them have an unintended side effect. They drain magnesium or prevent it from being absorbed properly. Here are some of the most common culprits. Proton pump inhibitors. PPs. These are acid reducers like omeprazole, pantoprazole, or esomeprazole. They're prescribed for heartburn or GERD, but studies show that long-term use can block magnesium absorption in the intestines. The FDA even issued a warning that extended use can lead to dangerously low magnesium levels. Diuretics, or water pills, such as furosemide or These help control blood pressure by flushing excess fluid from your body, but they also flush magnesium out through urine. Certain antibiotics, particularly aminoglycosides, can interfere with magnesium balance as well. Statins used to lower cholesterol may also deplete magnesium over time, although this effect is more subtle. Now, I want to be clear: never stop or change any medication without consulting your doctor. But what you can do is talk to your healthcare provider about your magnesium levels and timing. For example, if you take magnesium glycinate in the evening, space it at least 2 to 3 hours apart from your medications. This gives your digestive system time to process each one effectively. Your doctor may also check your serum magnesium levels. But here's a tip most people don't know. Blood tests only measure about 1% of your total magnesium. Most of it is stored inside your muscles and bones. So even if your test looks normal, you might still be running low, especially if you have symptoms like muscle cramps, fatigue, or irregular sleep. Speaking of sleep, let's talk about your nighttime routine, because this is where magnesium glycinate truly shines. Unlike other forms of magnesium, glycinate is bound to an amino acid called glycine, which helps calm your brain and prepare your body for rest. That's why I usually recommend taking it 30 to 60 minutes before bedtime, ideally on an empty stomach or with a small snack rich in healthy fats, like a few almonds or a slice of avocado. Now, here's a common mistake many people make: taking magnesium glycinate while scrolling through their phone or watching intense TV right before bed. The blue light from screens suppresses melatonin, your body's natural sleep hormone. So even though the magnesium is helping your muscles relax, your brain stays wired. Try this instead. About half an hour before sleep, dim your lights, put your phone away, and let your body wind down naturally. Sip a small glass of warm water, do some gentle stretching, or listen to soft music. These small habits work with magnesium to relax your nervous system, like tuning two instruments to the same note. And one more insider tip: don't take magnesium too close to high calcium food.